What is up? What is up? How y'all doing? Back with some more Disco Elysium. I was looking in the fucking camera just now, and I'm like, I look greasy as fuck. Yeah, I'm not. I just got out of the shower. It's not grease. I mean, I did also rub Vaseline all over my face and hair, but it's not grease. Vaseline's not grease, right? Those are two separate things. I guess you could grease yourself with Vaseline, but I don't think that makes it inherently grease. Yeah, grease as in an object and grease as in an action are two different things. Let's just be very clear about that one thing. Oh, right. I need to move my webcam because the right-hand side of the screen is where all the text is. All right, there we go. What the fuck is going on with my hair? I'm losing it. All right, where'd we end off last time? I just remembered that at the end of the last stream, a bunch of really homophobic people dropped in. That was strange. That kind of just hit me like a fucking brick shit house right now. I've got a lot of... Oh, I did not get the kilo from Kuno's apartment. Wait, didn't I? Isn't that what I picked up? Didn't I pick that up? Okay, so at the end of the last session, we were exploring the apartment building. I got the body down. I'm still deciding if I want to send it off to processing right now or wait a day so that I can steal the boots. I might save scum that just to make sure I can actually steal the boots before I do that. What else did we do? Oh, we met Martinez. Yeah, I don't know. I feel last stream was a pretty long stream, and I don't feel like I did fucking anything other than getting the body down. The only person on this side of the river that I think I have still not spoken with is the Wild Pines representative, which is like probably the longest single fucking conversation in the game if you exhaust her dialogue. And of course I'm gonna exhaust her dialogue because that's how I play this game. Okay, that's fine. Let me look for this speed again, because apparently I did not pick it up.
A phone book lies open.
Take the speed.
Table, covering as you pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
I love illicit substances. +1 Motorix, -1 morale. Drugs don't seem very good in this. I mean, actually, that is a pretty big buff, but like, I'm gonna just not do the drugs. I feel like that's safer. What does my current hat give me? +1 encyclopedia? I don't need the reaction speed. I thought I might look kind of cool in the bum hat with the glasses kind of look. Like, that's pretty neat. Harry's looking pretty sexy right now, but the Indiana Jones hat is better stats. Froggy hat is arguably better stats, and I love Froggy hat. However, the fact it does not have frog eyes on the visor is still very upsetting to me, personally. Okay, got the speed. The only other thing I have to do in the apartment complex is find Martin's domicile. Yo! Just a bottle of booze in the toilet tank. What is up with people and hiding shit in the toilet tank? Like, I know that's not where the wastewater goes, but I still think I would not want to use it. I would not want to drink a bottle of booze that had been floating around in fucking toilet water. Maybe I'm just too picky. Maybe I'm not enough of an alcoholic. That's how I feel every single time I'm talking to anyone that anybody else I know that's going to college. Anytime I have a conversation about alcohol, I'm like, am I not enough of an alcoholic? Is drinking once or twice a week not cool? Do I need to drink more? Is binge drinking epic and awesome? Yo, double glasses? What? And then Harry also makes me think binge drinking is epic and cool and awesome. So it's kind of like I'm getting assaulted on all sides. I can't even fucking see them because of this hat. Those are goofy as shit. +1 logic, -1 authority. Nah. Not now. Not now. I might end up using those because my logic kind of sucks. What is the stat that actually gives me health? Is it endurance or physical instrument? Because I would like to have more than 1 health. I know it's gonna lead to another situation where I die instantly and lose an hour of progress like I did on the last stream. Luckily, this is the most speedrunnable game of all time. Just because there's, like, you can click through menus extremely quickly. It is endurance, right? Endurance. No point. I hope so. It is! I have 2 health. I'm a brain genius. I'm a body genius. Hold on. Yeah, I have magnesium-based life form, which wasn't all that good. I don't need to, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this last skill point. It's smart to hold on to 1 skill point, just so you can use it whenever you need it. That's the old Dead Space fucking, what are they called? There's like this item in Dead Space that's like a giant fucking watch battery. And you always keep one on you because you'll find a door that you need that to unlock, and then inside the door you'll get another one of the giant watch batteries like 100% of the time. They're like what you use for like upgrade points and shit in that game. I wonder how I would feel about Dead Space now. Because I think when I played Dead Space, that was like my very first survival horror game ever. I had never touched a Resident Evil before in my fucking life. Just a door. Nothing here right now. Never touched a Resident Evil game or anything like that before. But now that I've played through like all of Resident Evil, especially Resident Evil 4, I'm like, I wonder if Dead Space holds up. I probably played it last like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Stores at apartment number 30. Singing. Complete silence. Yeah, Dead Space was like...
is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
I think Dead Space had a massive buff in my mind share because, 1, most games that gen were bad, which I still believe, despite the fact I'm enjoying stuff like Dark Souls. And 2, I had never played Resident Evil 4. So in my mind, Dead Space 1's like an 11. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Martin!
Answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Sounds good. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Why doesn't he say 2100? This is a European game. Isn't that how they measure time?
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
I wonder, how many countries other than the US measure time the way we do? Isn't military time like super common in the rest of the world? I used to have my phone clock on like my lock screen set to military time because I thought that made me so cool. That was like all of high school. Like, I'm cooler than all of y'all. I can read military time, and I can read a wall clock. What is it with boomers and thinking that younger people don't know how to read a wall clock? Like, I'm assuming most people still know how to do that. Like, that shit's taught in schools, isn't it? Even if it wasn't, like... It's not a super difficult concept, I don't think. Why am I not running? Is it... Wait, is it because I had caps lock on? Apparently you can't run at all if you have caps lock on. I did not mean to do that. What's up, Sim Pro player? How you doing, bud? It's like, I feel like I see one of those old people Facebook memes like once a month that's like, dude, fucking stupid millennials don't know how to read a clock. And it's just like, I don't. This is one of the most, this is one of the most like common life skills in the entire fucking world. You're so old. Yeah, I remember you. I remember all my viewers, Simpro. I don't have a lot of them, so I appreciate any patronage. Nice. Plastic bottle. Fucking sick.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
I specifically remember your first stream that you watched me was the No More Heroes 1 stream. I got all the info up here.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
I don't remember that. I don't remember this character at fucking all. I actually don't remember this character at all. Man, that sucks that they still have hepatitis in this world. Anytime anytime there's like a fantasy world of any sort and they have like the exact same diseases as us, I'm like, man, that sucks. It fucking sucks, dude. When were you last tested? When do we just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
That's so mean. Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside. Wait. Huh? What do you mean she puts the brush aside? I don't get that. What does that mean?
That smell coming from
Oh,
her
she's
paint.
painting.
It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
There is some paint that you could mistake for a gasoline smell. This is Disco Elysium. It's a really cool RPG. It's entirely dialogue based. There is like no combat. It's pretty neat. This is one of my favorite games, I think. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Ugh. People siphoning gas with their mouth is insane. It's... I don't get it. I don't get it.
She really did it. She's proud of it, too.
Oh, they did that a lot on fucking Trailer Park Boys, and it makes me uncomfortable. The taste of gasoline in your mouth? No, thank you. That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Is that what she's doing? It looks like she's drinking a fucking cup of coffee. Is that maintenance? Because of you and my English teacher, my English is okay. Yeah, honestly, your English is definitely better than the first time you stopped in the stream. I'm glad you're learning. I'm trying to, I'm learning Japanese right now myself. Learning a second language is pretty tough.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
The voice acting? Okay. The woman on
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
It's just very delayed.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
The only NPC I refuse to talk to in the game.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Japanese is very hard, but the thing that's the most hard about it, I think, is the alphabet. Like, learning all the characters. There's like, I think there's like 50,000 kanji on top of just learning the words. It's tough as fuck, but I'm learning it because I'm going there in like a month and a half. So I want to have at least a little bit.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write? Ooh, I'm gonna have a good take on this. I'm gonna tell her to write communism epic in like massive red letters. That'll really get the goat of the government pigs.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff.
Fuck.
Like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something
That's so
true
stupid.
and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing this building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Wanna hear it? That's how I butt into every single fucking conversation in the entire world like this.
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Nice. I messed that up. In a good way. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
No wonder I didn't remember this character. She says like nothing.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Yeah, I can see how English and I cannot read French like at all. There's a lot of French words in this game and I cannot read them for fucking shit. So I'm sure the transition between English and French is pretty rough. So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder's victim? Murder victim's missing armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there.
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you.
Because I'm so pretty. I'm pretty.
I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
What do you mean you have a weakness for animals?
Watch
Aren't you
your
wearing,
back,
like, fur?
Uncle. You've got eyes on you.
Also, you keep calling me a pig? Like, I guess that's what she means. She has a thing for pigs. She's just calling me an animal man. Which is pretty accurate. I am, even though I'm not a cop, I am a pig human. I just know that about myself. That's why I would never become a police officer. I don't want to become more of a pig than I already am. Or a bastard. Oh, you're French Canadian. That's not even regular French. That's wait. Oh, there was 2 exits to the balcony? Oh, no. Hold on. I didn't go through the other door. What? Okay, that was weird. I don't... Where does this door go? Where the fuck? Where's this door go? Someone's been sleeping here recently. I don't remember this. Cindy? Oh. I guess I just forgot everything to do with that girl. Enough coal to last for several winters. Lots of rats. Yo! Oh, yeah, baby. Check this out. What the... Why is Kim, like, phasing into my fucking legs? Hold on.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft, yet crinkly.
I want some sick-ass jeans. I don't think I look good in denim. I don't own a single pair of, like, denim jeans. This is why this is a role-playing game. I'm playing the role of somebody in sick-ass denim jeans.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper.
Ooh.
It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots.
Gum?
You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Wait, what? You have English class tomorrow? So watching this stream is like studying for your English class. This is my stream is basically homework. Okay, why is he doing this? Why is he in the menu like that? That's so weird. I don't really like these jeans that much, actually. I'm gonna go back to the other jeans. They're the exact same model, they're just a different color. Okay, chewing gum.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
What? End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but
is this some kind of
the water
metaphor?
does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where'd it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Fuck off. You can't tell me to talk to the gum wrapper and then shame me for talking to the gum wrapper. Take a deep, deep breath. Bergule, is it exist in English? Maybe? I don't... Exist? Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. It feels so familiar.
I just wanted to smell the gum. I didn't expect for Karen to come back into my life. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that. Like Simpro. I don't know what that. I don't know what you mean by that. You found a trace of entity. You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloom Stalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. Okay, I might do that, but I'm gonna hold off on doing any more thoughts because like I don't have that many slots left and or skill points. Yeah, that No More Heroes 1 stream was pretty good. It's a good game. I am excited about No More Heroes 3. That comes out in like... I just didn't understand one of the things you said. I don't... the thing about your teacher. No More Heroes 3 comes out in what, like 3 months? Is it in August? I hope it's whenever I get back from Japan, because I would like to stream that when it comes out. August 27th. Yeah. That's when I'll be back. Cool. I need to play Travis Strikes Again before then as well. I've heard very mixed things about Travis Strikes Again. I can't tell if it's good or not. I did not really like No More Heroes 2, so I was not a huge fan. If you go back and watch my No More Heroes 2 stream, I was getting very, very tilted. Travis Strikes Again seems neat. Seems very neat. God, the whole thing in this game about the like smell of something specific reminding you of your ex is like that hits close to home. There's like one smell that to this day I don't know what the actual smell like is coming from, but every time I smell it, it reminds me of like one of my exes, and it kills me. It's like exactly what they smelled like. I don't know what it actually is.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
I put this off for way too fucking long.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds her hand out over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for? Loser. Fuck it.
Baton, my maiden name.
That sucks. That's a bad name. Your parents fucked up naming you that. I'm sorry. The only Layton I care about is Professor Layton. Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her own oversized raincoat. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Oh, yeah. I'll be polite. It's polite to shake someone's hand, even if I'm gonna, like, spit on her immediately afterwards.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
God, how'd you get so cool, Kim? Yeah, see you later, Simpro.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Those are not green and white. Some of the dialogue in this game, and this is not a huge complaint, this is so fucking minor. Some of the dialogue in this game seems like they did not talk to the art team at all before they wrote it. I mean, it's definitely not a, like, deal breaker, but it's a little annoying sometimes, because I'm picky. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? You mean like that little bald bastard? Why isn't that an option? Still, I haven't seen anyone sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Is that how that's pronounced? Capri Kenema. I don't think that's how Kim said it. And he's the fucking motorhead.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Coeur de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
That's fucking... If you're gonna have a boat, you have to name it. That's like the law. If I were gonna buy a boat, it would literally be to name it, smash a fucking champagne bottle on it, and then immediately sell it before it depreciates in value any further. That's because I'm a brain genius, unlike this L woman.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
I agree, Inland Empire. I'm glad we're on the same page.
A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Coeur de Leyte 19? Why?
She taps the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Coeur de Leyte, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about X something? No, I don't want to be the fucking ex-wife guy. I'm already the ex-wife guy. I don't need to be the ex-wife guy. How about sleek fish?
What?
Because it's sleek and fish-like.
I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you. Okay, because it was manufactured
About
in Revachol
Dolores?
East. Why Dolores?
I just like the name.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you for the suggestion.
I gotta see all of
Okay,
these.
because it was manufactured...
X something.
The X something. The X what?
The ex-wife.
Thank you for the suggestion. I see the word has emotional resonance for you. For me, sadly, none. So I will stick with the factory name.
Come on, man. What about my birthday? Will you name the ship my birthday? Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days, I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Oh, she's disco. I take back everything I said. She's not a loser. She's based and disco-pilled.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat? That's such a good line.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles.
You're telling me she has toilet bowl teeth?
Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Well, why not? Get some fucking testosterone pumping. I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Takes a sip of her thermal cup. Oh god, this is so many things. I'm gonna ask about the tattoos. Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Why? How is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
I hate boat talk. Oh, it's fucking port and starboard! Like, shut the fuck up. Just say left and right. Come on. You're not that cool for being on a boat. I've been on a boat once. It sucked.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
What can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
He returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it. I seem to have eaten my badge, ma'am. Gulp.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it. That's literally what I just said. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
God, fucking... badge. No, where's my badge? Track down your badge. I haven't... I don't remember where the badge is. I think you might not be able to find it until Wednesday. Alright.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
What kind of arrangement would it be?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
How do I negotiate my way out of this? This is rough. It's 83%, but it is a red check, so I'm kind of scared.
Easy.
Nice.
Just offer her a
Nice!
favor, like I said, nice and dirty.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials. Surely I could enforce the law on your body, ma'am. What does that mean?
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. All right, Kim, lay it on me. Lay it on thick. Kim, before we talk, you mind giving me a little smooch? Just like a little peck. I mean, on the lips, but, you know, it's still just a little bro peck. Come on. Come on, man. Come on.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Let's get back to her then. Or we can just, you know, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
Let's get back to it. What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Yo, Measurehead, he's not racist. He's just built different. Oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
She leans back and rolls her eyes. Yeah, if you're leaning back to roll your eyes, that must be the deepest fucking eye roll. That's like you want everybody in the room to see that you're rolling your eyes. Might as well roll your fucking head in the meantime. So the strike is connected to lynching.
Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later.
She's resolute in this, yet you sense that she wants to tell you. You'll have to earn her trust first.
How are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Oh, overtime pay and a medical plan? When will these filthy proles learn their place? Am I right? Maybe if I start saying shit like that, she'll think I'm, like, cool and, like, she can respect me. What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
That's not quite polite, Everard. Cool. Not cool. Cool.
Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands? Every worker a member of the board. I know. That's cool. That's nice.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Over aggressive commie posturing. I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Not hard commie enough for me.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board.
What exactly do you mean by it, though? What's the demand?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
It seems like a lot more than what is visually represented in the game.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The king is dead. Long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Like that guy. That's a cool-ass guy.
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
So yeah, you did. Like, come the fuck up. What is that kind of language? Of course.
Don't let her answer it herself.
No, I mean the scabs.
If these workers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
So I basically just I made a fucking brick wall right now. What do you think of Everard?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him.
Oh, heavens no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
Man, you know, the reason that this game is morally complex is because they took the cool and epic commie position and gave it to the absolute most disgusting, terrible character in the entire game, Everard. And they took the terrible capitalist scum position and gave it to Joyce, who's like a pretty nice old lady. That they got you thinking. They got you thinking. This is a trap. They want you to be a Krozbazov stan, but they can't come out and say it. They wanted to win that those game awards. If everybody knew they loved big communism before then. If you play this fucking game, you know it. I gotta stop. The more I talk about politics on this stream, the worse the stream will be. Even though this is the most political video game ever made. That's Everard, alright.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
I remember hearing something about this Edgar.
Have you seen him?
No.
Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself, outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Debarders Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Debarders are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Evrart and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debarders Union is...
I don't want to be a centrist. This is like, I'm going to become the world's most laughable centrist if I do that. I mean, a socialist mob is still cooler than a normal mob. This isn't that anti-commie.
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
I think that this is actually very significant. I'm surprised this is the first time that this has been mentioned by anybody.
This forewoman, her name?
Is 4-1? Yeah.
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
By the way, I've talked to Everard.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
He's a beautiful man. Beautiful and just. I would suck the life out of him if I could. You can interpret that in any way you want. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. So he's not... That's like he's not cool enough. This, I can just... I swear fealty to you in the cause of the capital. Cause of capital. I'm gonna say rainbow socialist. That's like he's not commie enough for me. That's good. That seems like someone... That seems like something someone on Twitter would say to me. Because I haven't read theory enough.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption.
Them.
Reaching into the bowels of the earth.
Bro, do you... Hey, Joyce. Do you play Tales of Wistaria? Like, be real with me. Have you played that shit? It's pretty good. Have you... Do you call into the fucking Fortress Accident show? Seemed like you would be into it.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Yep. Whoops.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping,
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
The horrific necktie like chimes in just often enough that I forget it's a fucking thing. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful.
I should not have told her that.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is
That
trembling.
was a bad idea. Kim is gonna fucking hate me.
He's able to contain the anger and surprise. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the RCM.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Oh, good.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No. I've not read that second one.
Maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
The lieutenant
I'm gonna
is
fucking
able-
say it.
When I said
Incredible.
Mr. Everett says it's almost ready to be found soon.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard? Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can
Okay,
help you
God,
with?
this is the longest conversation in the whole fucking game. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
I'm assuming that's a lot.
$1 billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow. Wow. Math is so cool. I love math. Catch the excitement.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
You're right. Companies do deserve to be people. I agree. Where's Wild Pines get all those billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The
Apricot.
logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Interesting. Why does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do.
We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees.
Oh, and it's there's not a better place to take a vacation than Martinez.
A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality.
She pulls her hood close around her neck. Oh, she's uncomfortable. I threw her off her balance. No time to explain. Just give me the lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
You don't understand. You don't get it. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Is she calling me an incel? Is that... Hold on. Genuine question. Is encephalopathy... Encephalopathy. Is that a real word? Damage or disease that affects your brain. It's just like... I want to say you have brain damage, but not come off as an asshole. I'm just going to start saying that to people instead of calling them stupid. Oh, you have encephalopathy. I can't even pronounce it. If you're going to use a word like that, you have to sound like you know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not doing that.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
You know, I'm something of a disco ball myself. What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Sounds like she had a little summer crush.
As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
The reeds are actually very important. I'm glad that she's foreshadowing that a little bit. You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know.
I forgot
Imagine
that.
a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
That's a toughie. I hope I can come back. Tell me about other, perhaps even more fundamental aspects of reality.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterous...
Yeah, okay.
We're in
Yeah.
Martinez.
I want to hear the
Excuse
Revachol
for
thing.
not knowing
What's
about it.
that's Martinez. What's
Unimportant
Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is it? Woman? Don't talk to me like that. That's disrespectful. Do you know who I am? Me neither.
The great kind.
Saying you know, do you know who I am when you're an amnesiac is a massive power play. Massive fucking power play.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History, Detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay. Who built this city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people. In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place?
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about...
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of this. No. Say nothing. Observe the large body of water swelling, cold.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Well, Inland Empire said so. Jamais vu. Derealization. Revachol's special administrative region, Le Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command, name after name, and none of them seem familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Truvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out at them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. It feels like the most important of all the thoughts. The one you must truly complete. I don't know if I did this one on my first playthrough. Despite what it's saying. So I do really want to get this apricot chewing gum one. God, there's so many fucking thoughts. I need to be more careful about selecting these last few. I gotta be a little bit more thrifty.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality.
Like, bro, what's like air? What's a lung?
Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But won't I be lazy if I don't do it all now?
Oh, of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
I'm diligent, boy.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Alright, what is...
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Oh, conceptualization. Do I have anything that I can... Hold on. Next out of the conversation.
Glad to have been of assistance. Of course, Detective.
Oh, I have something... I have a new thought in my brain mind. Conceptualization... +1. That might help a bit. Oh, no, that's not it. Can I not talk to her until I do this thought? Inland Empire moment. What is this? Powerful drawing of Nicolas Cage by Yoji Shinkawa. Holy shit. I love when Yoji Shinkawa draws literally anything. Despite the fact that it looks exactly the same every single time. Him drawing, did he draw like Mechagodzilla? Something like that. This is hairy. This is actually just hairy. You could trick me. That suit's so tacky.
The Jamrock Shuffle.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I did finish this.
In a way, yes, you are treasure
Oh,
hunting.
Musica de
Most
Harry
officers
Fraud.
from Precinct 41 do what is
You
called
mean Harry
the
Frog?
Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must
Love
still
used
be in
needles.
you. Who knows? Maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Oh, wait, back that up. What's the cocaine skull? I must know. I have this guy that shops at my fucking store that's like a huge fucking coke addict. Like, motherfucker walking into our store with fucking powder on his nostrils still type guy. And he was complaining today about how all the people that work for him are cocaine addicts. And I'm just looking at him like, you know you're the biggest cokehead I know, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, I think he would appreciate the cocaine skull.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta.
That's not true. What's my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Bruta.
No. What is fascism, though? I want to hear your great description.
You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Bruta.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
I don't want to be a communist and a fascist at the same time. That feels like a dangerous line to walk. Like, I'm walking a lot of lines right now, but that feels like a very... Wait, I've said 4 fascist things? Oh, all those things I said about socialism in this conversation were probably fascist, huh? I just don't like the union leader. I don't want to say anything nice about him, but I don't... If that makes me a fascist, then I guess I'm not a fascist. What the fuck are you saying? Stop this train of thought. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Cop salary moment. Alright, where's this reality lowdown? Even with these boosts, it's still 3%.
My favorite part of the...
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. The doubt is fully formed in your head. The alien feeling persists. You just can't word the question yet. You have to complete the jamais vu thought.
Okay, well there we go. As soon as I understand this, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be golden. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Huh. And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Not me, though. I'm cool guy.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then.
This does not represent the official RCM opinion.
Don't worry. Kras Mazov shot 15 million people in the head. But that was all the way over in Grad.
That guy sounds based as fuck. Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a
Wonderfully
wild
fascist.
time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How'd the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
Of course she's a dirty liberal. Start foaming at the mouth. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Fucking... Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
If I'm always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not. I can't imagine being the kind of fucking, like, fence sitter that chooses the third option every single time. Have a spine. Have a spine, hypothetical Disco Elysium player. I don't think I'm a moralist, man. Morals are stupid, and I don't like them.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Rooty tooty, pointy shooty.
Cock your finger pistols. Rudy tooty point and shooty. Finally, the finger pistols come into play. Bang, bang, yeah! Yeah!
Way of history.
Man, that was good. I'm glad I have that thought in my thought cabinet. Even if that does nothing else for me. I mean, more reaction speed. Oh, fuck! I forgot about the suggestion thing. That's why I didn't have anything in my hands for so long. When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
I'm gonna be the Mazov of COVID. Just wait. I'm a little bit late to the party considering it's been going on for over a year, but it's coming. It's coming. What did the Czareth do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Whoa, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
I don't think that's a fair comparison. She also has a pair of pants. Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
This is the longest fuck. This conversation was going for like an hour.
The clatter of typewriter keys.
I keep thinking I'm almost done.
Of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the
Isn't that the vaccine company?
communication, telematic milieus, radiation,
I know it's not.
colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
Been like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven.
Nice.
With the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies. When was the last time you saw a human being curtsy? Can you curtsy in pants? Or is that strictly a skirt joint? Hold on. I feel like I'm gonna end up showing hog trying to fucking curtsy. It's like you bend over and you just like... You gotta do like a little like hand motion. I don't think you can do it with pants. Especially basketball shorts. Maybe if I had some kick-ass denim jeans right now, or like cutoffs, I could curtsy in it. I could curtsy in some denim cutoffs.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Not plus 70?
From the looks of it, The Fifthers haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
He looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flecking from the stone.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I would have killed more. 400 million if that's what it took. Kill them all and let God sort them out. I don't know. I would have made off with the mineral rights. King shit.
You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well. What was, I guess.
That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
You know, the voice acting helps a lot at parsing all this information. This entire reality lowdown in my first playthrough completely went over my head. I literally had no fucking idea about half of this shit by the time the conversation was over. It was just too much. It was just too much all at once. But, like, me not reading it, it makes a lot more sense. What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A Svenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
Really?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
Man, what is this place?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up the crumbling facade. Is that what tenement actually means? Is it just an old apartment building? I don't hear that word used a lot in America. Maybe that's why? Is that real? Not specifically. It's... I mean, the real definition is just, like, a housing... Like, a building split up into rooms. I mean, maybe this is a more specific definition from an old-ass dictionary that I don't know about, or this is, like, a French thing. Yeah, I don't know.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives Joyce the evil eye, a red paintbrush held to her throat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Soaring?
Wonderful.
Why are you British? What is a cute incel telepathy? Incel telepathy. Does that mean you can read my mind if I'm an incel? Or does that mean you're an incel who can read minds?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
What causes incel telepathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
No, it's probably from surgery. I don't know my medical history. Let's just say surgery.
That seems unlikely.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
David Carradine is losing his fucking mind right now. He's somewhere up there. I know my boy David C is in old God's kingdom. He's looking down and he's smiling at this moment. This is truly magical. I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
A dirty liberal.
This is my best Alex Jones impression. I hope you're... Not that I agree with Alex Jones on a single thing. Just to be clear. I just think he's a funny character.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking.
That's the best line in the whole fucking game. Dios mío, a liberal.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists.
I really gotta stop slamming my desk when I'm pogging off. This is probably terrible on the audio. Also, I'm gonna hurt myself someday, I just know it.
I can see you thought our kind were all extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as this anymore. Not in broad daylight. I can see we're not so different, you know. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
You're a monster. I gotta hold to my guns here.
That's a pity. I do hope we can remain collegial despite it all. Tell me, when you look in the mirror, do you not see a monster staring back at you?
Have you seen this mug of mine? Who could hate this guy?
When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
You know, I gotta admit, that's kind of based. I appreciate that. That's a good opinion. The rest of your whole belief system, but that's pretty cool of you. Yeah.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
That's, yeah.
Seditious talk, man.
Lieutenant puts his notes down and gives her a look. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Okay. What is that? Point to Cindy. The skull! Skull taken. God, I haven't played Halo in so long. I need to stream some, like, Halo someday. Some juggernaut.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Skull dropped. Skull taken. Kilimanjaro. Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common.
Oh,
the
we're
herd.
normies.
The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
That's me. This is me. I'm not a normie. I'm sorry, Joyce. I'm not a normie. I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple
Damn.
it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
Sad. That hurt. That line hurt me.
All right. What next?
Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique Capital end up reinforcing it instead. That gave me, like, bad chills. You know when you read something and it gives you good chills? It gave me bad chills. I don't like that.
The little that I know.
Okay, this is
Anything
the
else?
very last thing I can talk to her about right now. Tell me about the drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, man?
The cocaine skull. We're going to find the raw ingredients and finally craft the cocaine skull. And then drink Baja Blast out of it.
Meth and dextroamphetamine,
That was close.
GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, man. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I gonna need the bolt cutters for this? Man, interfacing is about to fucking lose his mind on this one.
Unlikely, officer.
Damn it.
I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam
That could
at the
be
roundabout
interfacing.
just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are
No.
light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded like this, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
Well, how did Harry get here? I don't know if he has the faculties to do all that.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
What proof do you have the union's involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
Do you think the strike is being funded with the source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
I probably don't want to do this. Let's discuss something else.
Simply nod.
Alright. That was literally over an hour of talking to her. God. I mean, I got the reality lowdown. I got a lot of fat lore that I just love. I adore the lore. He loves it. He being me. However, fuck, that was a lot. Oh, could I do this now?
Just an ordinary war.
17%.
Nothing to see here.
Do I still have the clothes on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Why must we stop to look at...
Damn. Damn. It's because my conceptualization's so low. Well, it's 3 with this shit on. I mean, that's low. Cool jacket back on. I don't know what to do now. It's starting to get late. I still have not found the tape. All Sylvie using short range. Oh, fuck. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna start going through the quest log, because at this point I've talked to, like, every single person in the game. Or at least every single person that's available to me right now. Oh, you know what I want to do? I'm gonna give Renee the, that shot put ball I found. If he'll take it.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent.
Found you guys a new bull.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
What is this? It's a Devil May Cry 5 mod. I'm being linked. I'm hoping it's not racism restored. Dan Southworth replacing Virgil's face. This is terrifying. He looks like... I don't even know. Is that how Dan Southworth looks normally? Kinda? God, Dan Southworth has a round fucking... I mean, not a round jaw. He's a square fucking jaw. The guy has like a block chin. It's just... Hold on. I'm gonna drop a fucking picture of him right next to this. I don't feel like this is super close. You could do better than this. I know. You know, I'm bitching. It's not like I've ever made a 3D model that wasn't just like a circle and a cube. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. The hair is what it's throwing me off, I think. They definitely nailed the jaw. The jaw is, like, perfect. Everything else, pretty close. But the jaw, that's the most important part, and they slam dunked it. I'm very sorry. It's the best I could find. I have to be sorry, cop, right now.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
Was that a quest? I didn't even realize that was a fucking quest. I guess it was. Alright.
He mumbles something to himself. It seems to be a variety of curses.
Ooh, that did not change this much. You telling me anything about this gun?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement over there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Thanks. Alright. We can't do anything for my drama. Well, I have -1 drama right now from these. So that wasn't helping. God, I'm like such a drama queen, guys. Like, I'm such a drama queen. God, wearing a mesh shirt just seems terrible. If you're wearing a mesh shirt, you might as well not even be wearing clothes.
I like playing in the dark.
I might as well just try, right? I'm never gonna have the drama I need for this.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anything worth mentioning among your achievements. You should resort to good old lying.
I had a dog, Fifi. Took her fishing late one autumn, but the boat rocked and she fell in, so I jumped after.
The carabiner stares at you with a frown.
The boat
looks like he's buying it.
The boat capsized and sank. Fifi was already tired. She was almost 11. Took her on my back and started swimming.
Please stop.
It took us nearly 7 hours. Fifi died in my arms when the water was only knee-deep. She was a good dog.
Son, I don't know why you're feeding me this horse shit, but I'm not biting. Can we get back to our game now?
Fine. You know, I actually have not talked to him. I talked to Renee. I have not talked to the other gentleman. Did I change anything else? No.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Did I talk to him? I remember the sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Can I have your sandwich?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well
Scrumptious!
made, components. The author sure knew their craft.
I have not watched the RE showcase yet. I saw all the announcements, but I haven't actually watched the trailers. Very excited that there's going to be a mercenaries mode in RE8. That has been... The last one was in fucking... The last one was in 6, right? Maybe after the stream. I don't know. I'm kind of zonked from work. We'll see. I don't know how late I'm going to go with this.
In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
There was a Mercenaries game on 3DS? Why was there so many Resident Evil games on 3DS? That's like the worst possible platform for a Resident Evil game. Don't be a dick, Gaston. No, I don't want to say that. Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer. I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
I'm so horny for this sandwich. Just cut me some slack. Please, friend, let's just share it.
Fuck off!
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
I'm gonna kill him for the sandwich.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Oh, okay. Rhetoric? Do I have anything for rhetoric? It is a white check. I could just keep coming back here and asking him if he would give me a bite of his delicious sandwich. 3DS game was a physical version exclusive for 1 year. That's not that weird. That's how a lot of games were until, like, a couple years into the 8th gen. I mean, I don't know what year that came out. Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D. It was 2011. That's not that weird. That's like... Not every game had a digital release in 2011. I think 2011 was the year that... Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like digital releases on everything were standard until like 2013, 2014. Even Nintendo was weird about that in that gen. RE6 was the last Mercenaries mode, yeah, because that was like 2012, wasn't it? Something like that. That's crazy. It's been 9 years. I'm excited to see what a first-person Mercenaries mode is going to be like. I need to watch the trailer, but that could be neat. That could be neat. All right. Give me the sandwich. Fuck.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political.
I'm already tripping knee-deep in politics, baby.
You really do. Now, unleash the fury.
Your blood sandwich is a tool of the oppressors, designed to keep the proletariat docile.
What? What oppressors?
Them!
I am not going to listen to this comic gunnery.
There's a Mercenaries equivalent in RE7. Was that a DLC? No idea what you're talking about. I didn't play, like, any extra modes in 7. I literally just played the base game, and I haven't touched it again. I really, really want to play the DLC, though. I've watched 2 other people play End of Zoe, and that seems great. I don't know about the rest of it. Oh, that's not true. I played the Chris DLC.
Huh?
The Jolly Man is scratching his head in bewilderment. He doesn't understand the situation. Look, comrade, the overabundance this sandwich embodies is inherently evil. Is Ethan Must Die in a Mercenaries thing? I thought that was something completely different. I don't know.
I really don't understand how my sandwich could...
Wouldn't you rather have a proper sandwich? A sandwich with a soul?
I would rather just have this one, officer. It's really good.
But imagine a sandwich covered entirely in fine metal dust from an industrial plant.
That sounds horrible. You really don't know your way around the kitchen, officer. Food and politics don't mix.
Sounds like something a fascist would say. Fuck you, Gaston. Tell me what you know about the dead man.
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Really? You know absolutely nothing?
No, officers. I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
If you want to help me, give me a bite of your succulent, scrumptious sandwich.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
The old carabiner can't believe what he's hearing. Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Everett?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
We're both ex-gym teachers. This is like my spirit animal. I just love this guy.
What do you know about history? You
I'm
never
not me,
used
Harry,
history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
History is only after it's happened. You can't, if you're living history, that's not... I guess that's a moot point. That's a stupid thing to say.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. The blind leading the blind doesn't even begin to describe it, is what he said.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
I kind of agree with that. I mean, I don't agree with René's other views, but that's honorable. What are the little things you do for Everett?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things did you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, everybody could do with a little commie propaganda every once in a while. I get so much of the other... Thanks, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Why? It is getting late. It's like 9 p.m. Or wait. How do I tell military time again? Wasn't I talking earlier about how I thought it was so fucking cool in high school for knowing military time? It's 9:16 p.m.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel.
Radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Alice, this is Firewalker. Reconnect me to the 41st.
Right. Please hold.
Wait, I don't actually need that. That's not what I was trying to do. That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57, how may I
Alice, this is Firewalker. I need you to connect me to a civilian. Sylvie, she may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gert give you Sylvie's number?
Yes.
Why is this? I don't know why this is my radio
The number
voice.
Is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Thank you, Alice. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thigh.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Remember landlines? Remember having to, like, walk all the way across your house to pick up the fucking phone?
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through the static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Sylvie? I believe we met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Have you seen my badge, Sylvie?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
No, I mean, like, my badge is literally missing. Have you seen it?
Oh, no. I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
I'm wearing a fucking police uniform. Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Okay.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why? Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait. Why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
Me?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
You mean me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
I really did a number on this dame. Was you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a phone over there.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does this Union have? What does the Union have to do with anything? I meant us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
I am the authority around here. I don't want to I keep saying I'm the law. What does that even mean? What is the law, really? Really? I'm not a commie anymore. I'm an anarchist. I changed my whole political view of the entire world just now. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? Wasn't it like a week?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Kind of don't like authority. He's kind of a dick.
No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
I see. Don't worry about it. I understand.
You do? What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
No. You misunderstand. I'm not talking about like my gun or like my guns. I'm talking about my finger guns. Have you seen these? This is like a new thing I've started doing recently. It's pretty neat. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his food while he was screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay.
There is silence on the other
That's such an awkward thing to say. I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Yeah, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big butts cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
I found my patrol cloak earlier, but have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Ah, yeah, the disco things. You know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
I'm so sorry for bothering you. You don't deserve this.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes.
Sorry cop finally
Obviously
pays off.
Something to upset her at the whirling in rags when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
And then you fucked the bird.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch bird had it coming. Why do I always end up screwing everything up? That's sorry, cop.
It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Sure, you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place.
Everyone has that one customer that it's just like, I am going to walk out today. And then you go hide in the bathroom for 15 minutes. And you come out and you don't put in your 2 weeks.
I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass.
Maybe I'm a coward.
Stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on. I know what I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song.
She loves Sorry Cop. Sorry Cop is finally putting in work.
Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, I get it. that wasn't a very good tenant, but, like, could have been worse, right?
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Great panic at the end. You're the worst tavern winch I've ever seen. We don't use the word winch enough as a society. We need to bring back winch, but is like a gender-neutral term. I feel like if someone called me a winch, I would rethink my life. It's a strong word. I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I know I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
I'm looking for a bit of a song.
Oh, all sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Was I singing The Smallest Church in St. Signs?
Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it.
Right. Thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear
oh, shit.
Of relief on the
oh, shit.
Of the radio.
Oh, shit. No, that one was a joke. That was a prank.
The already familiar voice.
That was a prank.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Yes. We've been expecting you.
Thank you for the, that's a funny monkey. Is my fucking webcam is completely covering up the alert box right now? I did not realize that. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. He has a great monkey. From Podcast About List. Man, I gotta get a monkey emote. Well, I have Gorilla Lamp. That's tier 2. Doesn't count. Oh, fuck! Todd Champ got approved. I didn't even see that. That's a fucking tier 3. I need more emote slots, man. I'm the only person that's ever gonna be able to use Todd Champ. No one is a tier 3 sub on Twitch. I have one emote per slot right now. I need some more poverty emote slots. As soon as I get another slot, wait, I need more sub points. I might actually be there now. I'm not sure. I was like a couple off from another slot. Please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take.
Her voice is.
Wait, which one is that? Who's this?
Gottlieb, what do you want?
Gottlieb? Is this like a... Is this the doctor? I don't know who this is.
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh. It's you.
Is this a new character? I've never seen this fucking guy in my life.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
He has like 2 lines on the wiki. Or he has like 2 small paragraphs. Someone made a RP account for this gentleman. Joined August 2020. So yeah, he was in the original game because this guy has a fucking RP account about him. I don't know how you have an RP account for like... Yeah, whatever. I need to stop. I don't want to make fun of this guy. Yeah, it's Firewalker here. Yeah, it's Firewalker.
Firewalker? Oh, yes you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take a deep, diaphragmatic breath in and...
I feel like you're making fun of me.
I'm the most serious person at this station, Detective. Now, do you have any current, pressing medical problems?
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yeah.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Yeah, it's just a fucking heart attack. Walk it off. Put some dirt on it.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours. before the rest goes too.
I've lost my memory. All of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Doc, someone broke my heart.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy for her.
You know who this person was? Have I told you?
You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am a medical professional with a constant idiot emergency on my hands.
One needs tending to right now, he thinks, looking around the room. God, these apes.
Apes?
You hear someone whine in the background. My eye, Doc, my eye.
Isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yeah, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest...
Oh, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna have a heart attack right now.
Eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our
Magnesium?
station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
He did. Wait, I'm not a magnesium-based life form. I lost that one. Fuck.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons.
And no, I don't want
What
to
are you, Doc? Some kind of liberal.
I've got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
I magged down. I tried to mag sideways, but I just fell off a cliff.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done.
57's over and...
In the cabin.
Okay, it's late. I need to... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna... Well, I actually literally just got an autosave, but I'm also gonna do a quick save. I'm gonna...
Yes?
I'm gonna tell Kim to go to bed, and then I'm gonna try to steal the boots. And if I can't steal the boots, then I'm just gonna load the save and tell Kim to take the body to processing. It's really all I can do right now. Really all I can do. There's still some people I could talk to, but it's getting pretty late. I might as well just move on to the next day. I haven't paid for my room tonight either. I have the money. Somehow. Somehow I scraped together $35 from looking inside garbage cans. All right, Kim. Go to bed. Oh, right. I can't tell him to go to bed because I don't have a room. You know what the actual worst thing about this entire game is? Like, by far? The fact that you don't have a cool cigarette break with Kim every single night. Unless they change that. Very upsetting. Very upsetting. Alright, Gart. There you go.
You got the room.
Love you, Gart. Hugs and kisses. My sweet baby child. I know you're just a little goonie at heart. We all are. Okay, I need to save again, because I'm gonna save right here. Because I really don't want to fuck this boot situation up. I'm new boot goofing and all, but I don't want to fuck up the boot goofing. Can I pick up trash in my room? If I have the bag on? I even tried that before. No. Game sucks. Game sucks. It's in my nature to nitpick a game to death. Even if a game's like an 11 out of 10, I'm gonna find something wrong. The fact I can't pick up the bottles off my floor means this game is terrible. Garbage. I'm not like a negative Nancy. I feel like I'm a positive Polly. I'm cynical, but I'm a positive Polly. I like things. I'm allowed to like a thing every once in a while. Dude, the nighttime song, all the songs inside the Whirling are so fucking good. Great tunes. Great tunes. Hey, yo, Class G. Come on down here. Let's have a chat. Try to remove the boots. All right, boot.
Yeah.
It's not completely useless.
Whoa. Kuno's little sneak peek's back for the booty.
Okay, skipping dialogue completely fucks up everything, so I want to not do that. It's not completely useless. You'll be able to remove a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. Pull on the left boot.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two. Just relax. This is easy. This is happening. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them.
Try to shake the boots off. Step on the corpse as you... Try to twist the boots off one by one. I feel like that'll damage the body the least.
This is the right method. It takes some time, but
yes!
eventually the boots come off. With nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up good. Puka style.
Hell, keep at it, pig.
Take stock of the damage.
The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible. Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen?
I'm gonna go clean these fucking boots in the sink of the restaurant? Excuse me? Uno, talk to me. For the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distracted him. That's some sick shit. Tell your little slanty-eyed friend, respect from the Kuno. Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
By kilo, you mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
I'm keeping it. You don't need any more drugs. You're 12.
All right. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno.
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig.
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit. Tick, 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 tick. Decision time.
Is he gonna shoot me? Like,
Kuno.
does Kuno have my gun? No, I'm keeping it.
All right. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted. I told you. I told you he'd steal the shit.
Relax, see? We got plenty of Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno? Huh?
I don't even need anything from Kuno anymore. I got all the information I needed from him. I'm just fucking with him because it's funny now.
In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
Kuno, I met your dad.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad.
Just sad.
You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Kuno window. Come on, kid, just stop.
Fuck you trying to do? Get the Kuno to stop. Kuno's just getting it on.
Keep your ass together, Kuno.
Stop acting tough. You don't have to be scared of him anymore.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up, and Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style.
It's not...
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
Thank you.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
The voice actor is doing a phenomenal job with this, by the way. You can tell it's like just enough like uncertainty in his voice to tell he's like breaking down.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
I looked around in there. It's not the easy life you've got going. It's not the easy life you've got going on in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Easy win for Kuno. Easy clap.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
So you're... Kuno, easy win! Kuno sleeps in the sewer! Fucking... There's a textbook with your name on it in the apartment.
Yeah, so fucking what?
It says Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno de Riete.
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
I like it. Kuno de Riete.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
This is the one time a slur was ever funny. I'm sorry.
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
There were tons of unpaid utility bills there.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
I'm not dead naming Kuno. Fine. I won't dead name Kuno. It's such a similar name. Let me guess, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about him.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
Hell yeah. That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
So sad. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
Wick.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
What about the shack? There's nothing on the shack. Okay.
Kuno doesn't...
I think Kuno cares a little bit. All right, I got the boots. Gotta take him to the kitchen. Well, I'm actually starting to... I'm starting to slim down this list. Keep searching for the collar. This may take some time. Write down your badge. No, I think that might take a while. Find booze and drink it. No. That's the one I'm not doing it. Who put the clothes in the trash? Oh, Kuno will not tell me this. I pissed him off too much. Questions about the crime scene. That man's clothes were in the trash. How'd it get in there?
Kuno? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. Might lead somewhere in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit.
Kuno, you're literally fantasizing about becoming a hobo. Don't talk shit about my hobo shit.
Kuno could
that's
hook you up with
shit.
Some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Oh shit. Aren't his pants fallen? Isn't that part of the fallen set?
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
Entertain me. What's so great about these pants, Kuno?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, even survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
I didn't know they were, they have a performance crotch? Sign me up.
You need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
What is tartan? What is a tartan? What did you just call me? Tartan is a pattern cloth. What? A tartan. An emblem of a royal family? Is that okay? I don't. This game, tactical bulge technology. Why is there not a company advertising that? If Nike came out tomorrow and started and made tactical bulge pants, they'd sell 2 million of them in like a week. I'd be on the fucking train. I would buy that shit. If everybody has the bulge pants, then you have to have the bulge pants. Because otherwise, come on. You can't be the only guy without the bulge pants. Yeah, I want to know about the pants.
Alright, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
What about the ladder?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you'd say the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Tartan is basically a genericized trademark description for all-weather running track. Okay. Interesting. Wait, in this universe? Or in real life? I mean, disco is real life. Tartan track. That's weird. Oh. Okay, I understand. It's like the shit that's on the like on a track, like the material it's made out of. Okay. Fucking 3M has their hands in everything, huh? I feel like you look up anything and 3M is involved with it. The 3M is the Illuminati.
Kuno knows the ladder is unclimbable.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Their adhesive technology over there at 3M is tying everything together. Why'd my screen go like Deus Ex piss filter all of a sudden? What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
The gardener? She's not actually a gardener. She's the union fixer.
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
The trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Even when I stash something more in the trash container.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
$15 for the fallen pants? They seem pretty good. That's like all my money.
Now. Performance buddies. Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt?
How am I in your debt? I paid you. That's not how debt works. Twerp. Alright. Put the pants on. Dude, I'm looking fresh as fuck. I got the gloves and the pants. I'm just missing the hat and the shirt. Labels say hydrophobic, Symantec, and Falmirava Lab. Creating an air of pseudoscientific mystery around these pants. Interesting. I'd love me a pseudoscientific mystery. I'm actually, like, making progress now. Feels good, man. Feels good. Okay, so I have some more shit I can have an attempt at. Yeah. None of these are... I don't feel good about any of these. They're all either, like, challenging or godly. This may take a while. For the Whirling Secret Passage. I know that one's gonna take a while. Got the boots. Okay, I'm gonna wash the boots off. I should probably do that tonight for sure, because I don't want Kim to be involved. Missing the shoes? Oh, yeah, totally. You're fucking right. Okay, so there's 5 pieces to the fallen mystery. Well, that's fine. Okay, I have everything in my power to make money now, because I have the Jamrock perk, which makes me find more shit in containers. I have Hobocop, which makes the plastic shit worth more. Okay, so I'm gonna be a money machine very soon. I'm gonna feel so clean like a money machine. How am I gonna wash these? In, like, the pot? Is that like the borscht?
Gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostile guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar.
Call me heart, but ultra-liberal grind. Look, whether I like it or not, I'm a slave to I'm a slave to capital. Even as a Hobocop, big communism builder, I am a slave to capital. Check out the cookware.
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
Check out the cleaning supplies.
There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge.
Pouring random cleaning chemicals into a pot is how you make, like, fucking chlorine gas. I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm gonna do this. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot.
The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil.
Did I fuck it up?
Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Wait some more.
The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too.
Is this where I get the cannibal perk?
Just like beef stew.
A little more.
That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove.
Dump the sock and flesh stew. God damn it. Examine your new boots.
A pair of real beauties.
Let's
The
go!
boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Master Chef out. What do these give me? +2 authority, -1 composure. I hate authority though. I don't care for authority. What is new here? I had a little thing pop up for a new interactable. Weird. Is there anything I can do down here before I go to bed without Kim? I don't think I have anything with Gart. Wheelchair lady is gone. I don't think I can talk to this guy. I pickpocketed him earlier, didn't I? Is this a different guy? No. The union's gone. Yeah, it's too late. I just need to go to bed. I'm concerned about why they're called ultra liberals. Like, what is so bad? I mean, I was about to say what's so bad about liberals that they turned ultra, but that doesn't make sense. What is so ultra about the liberals in this setting? Does ultra just have a different meaning? Oh, maybe I can talk to Klaj.
The door is closed.
Knock.
There is no one. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness.
The door does not care.
Fuck.
The door probably thinks you're a has-been loser too. You feel your funny necktie becoming tighter and tighter around your neck.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Knock again much harder.
Still nothing.
Knock again much harder. Knock again much harder.
Nothing.
Knock again.
Nothing.
Birthday. What's my birthday?
The door.
Try the handle.
This door can.
Birthday.
Still nothing.
Yeah, maybe if I tried again. If I tried again. All right. It's. Oh yeah, I need to take a bath, and then it's bedtime.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
I want to live forever with the corpse smell. Memento mori and stuff. If you ever think you're stupid, or if you think you sound stupid, just start throwing random Latin phrases into your day-to-day. You don't even have to know what they mean. No one's gonna check you on it. No one knows Latin. Run yourself fat.
The bathtub slowly fills with water.
As long as you don't know any doctors. But if you're stupid enough to be going through with this plan, you probably don't know any doctors. Undress, close your eyes, and submerge.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the beer cans out. That's terrible.
You are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Imagine something? Inland Empire would love that.
You see the corpse.
No.
You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Am I going to become bath cop?
Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Linger a little.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
If you aren't fucking... What is it called when you... What is that called? I'm blanking so hard. When you're in the shower for a long time and you get all like... What the fuck is that called? I can't find the word. Conceptualization is failing me right now. Get out.
The waterline
pruned.
As you stand, you are cold.
Pruned.
Your clothes stick.
If you aren't in the shower for long enough to get pruned, then you're not in the shower good. You're not taking a good enough shower. I have 4 skill points. What should I do with this? I'm gonna put another point into Shivers because I like Shivers. I already have it pretty high, but that's a fun one. I just want to hold on to 1. Conceptualization seems like that's gonna come in handy a little bit more. That's been coming up a lot. I'll put a point into interfacing because that's like my main skill, and I haven't really been focusing on it at all. I might be able to get this graffito now. Can I do something with the fan at this point?
The fan is
pull on the fan.
Blades come squeak.
Pull on the light bulb.
Are on.
Okay.
The window stands broken. You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. Dark phantoms with many tiny eyes, chaotically arranged and not looking at you.
Let me check the mirror again, guys. I don't remember what stat it is for the expression.
Wall. It's barely.
Okay. I just really wanted to see the expression again. I got to turn the fan back on before I go to sleep. I cannot sleep without the fan on. Right.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's yours.
Oh, I have the fan on while it's like fucking 3 degrees outside. I'm gonna sleep with the light on too. Go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. Waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go.
I hate the limbic system so much. I forgot.
Always half aware of yourself.
It literally makes my skin crawl. If I ever met somebody that talked like this, I would leave. I would vacate the premises.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Brother man.
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
It's all the system's fault. The system has failed me.
Yes, your body
No, not
is
that
a
one.
system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
I'm an artist, and liver damage is my art.
Oh yeah.
If you said that in an AA meeting, they would put a crown on you.
Masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Is this the Phil Collins game? How many times per week is Phil Collins gonna come up on this channel? I can't get away from him. Okay, am I gonna is there a Tarzan game? Is there like a... I feel like there's probably like a Tarzan PS2 game. Not Kingdom Hearts. Specifically not Kingdom Hearts. I'm sure it's not good. Does it have... As long as it has one Phil Collins song in it... There's a Tarzan PC action game? What? What is this? Is there a Tarzan character action game? I don't care how bad the Tarzan game is. If I can do a fucking aerial rave, it's good. No, never mind. This is it's like a side scroller. What do you mean action game? Any game is an action game because you're doing actions in it. Like what? This looks so bad. This looks so bad. I don't know how the music is. Disney's Tarzan. Old games in 4K. Absolutely looks like something my parents would have bought. MIDI Phil Collins. Dude, hold up. I can't find... Wait, hold on. Let's say Phil Collins in the Air Tonight piano tutorial plus MIDI download. Alright, let's see. This isn't MIDI. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get fucking... If I get the MCA for this terrible... I like it. I like the MIDI. Oh, man. Ruined the VOD. It's all over. My channel's gone. Closed.
The door.
Knock again. Knock again.
Still.
Hey, closed. 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 Do you like Phil Collins? Hey, closed. Do you want to go out into the air tonight?
Still.
God. Women are so mean to me. Don't even want to listen to Smil Collins. Clausier? I don't care. Isn't it funnier that I'm pronouncing her name wrong while I'm trying to flirt with her? Isn't that something Harry would do? Oh, I forgot these people show up on day 3. Okay, shit's about to get nutty. It's about to get nutty. All right, let me talk to Kimmy boy.
Yes.
Oh. Gart? Anybody? New shit? No new shit. All right, talk to these people.
You look like shit.
You can't have a disguise whenever you have the thickest fucking accent in all of Martinet. You can't trick me.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit.
Wow, you seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you. Now, what do you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you.
There's something strange about this guy, this gentleman.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
It's two Kims standing on each other's shoulders in a jacket. That's why he looks so familiar. Wait, but Kim's standing right there. There's 3 Kims? Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
The lore behind his disguise makes me a little sad. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Wait, am I the 41st or the 57th? I think Kim is the 41st and I'm the 57th. I'm 57.
I think even in this fictional reality,
Fuck!
the 57th would still be my station.
God damn it. I just got it mixed up.
My condolences. Go ahead. Have another.
41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about the hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned. Why was there just like static and then the voice line didn't play? There's so many fucked up voice lines. It's so weird. I mean, there is like a billion lines of dialogue. I can't be mad about it. Game's a 3 out of 10. I'm pissed. I have to read? Fuck this game. Oh, the hypothetical 41. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy, so let's just play around. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Fucking shit. Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're part.
I've been sneezing a fuck ton tonight. I should have just taken an allergy pill, but I would have fallen asleep on stream.
The lieutenant is silent.
Take one Benadryl to stop sneezing on stream, and I fall asleep and get banned from Twitch. Seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner.
Would you now? Or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner.
No, you won't cramp my style at all. No. Actually, I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner. He's gonna know.
I'm not your partner. This union is temporary.
Are you breaking up with me, Kim?
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off. When that happens, I suggest you take his advice.
The lieutenant merely bows his head in response.
Do you have a crime to solve? It happened again. The weird voice line thing just happened again. Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege to see you work.
This isn't helping.
Horse-faced woman. That's so mean. She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys in. And get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung? Does that, like, stand for something? Fossil. F-O-S-L. It happened again. What is wrong with Jean's voice lines? Are they just fucked? Oh, it's you eccentric genius. He winks at you sarcastically. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Want to tell me more about him? Or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lung.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His eyes suddenly flash above the glasses frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Got some questions for you. I'm a cop, you see.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a revolutionary.
No, not like a revolutionary.
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now.
If you don't want to hear, if you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things? Again. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Motherfucker.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay, why not? Let's do it. I think he was... I don't know. Oh my god.
Alright, that's all for Jean.
Loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice. I recognize it. Wait a minute, that card.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
I am having a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Jamais vu. Derealization.
That's such a good picture.
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Plus 1 XP for every orb click's pretty good. Pretty good. If I just click the orbs in my fucking skull, to dig around in there, I should have gotten this way earlier.
Okay, the man with
I didn't get XP right then.
And his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, that was like super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again?
Are we from the same station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Fucking stupid cop perk. Can't even make me any more copier.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Are you a cop with the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too!
I know.
What a coincidence!
Here's the real deal.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. There was a mass culling in the last couple days. God, I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best.
But you're not trying your best, are you?
Calm down.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Sunglasses wearing man pushes through his teeth. Oh, God. Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He seems like a cool guy.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries. Unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I!
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are...
A policewoman.
Yes.
Not a horse-faced woman. That's fucked.
Wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
Why? Alright. What is there to do right now? Click on this orb so that I can get 1 experience point. Where the am I not getting the experience? It's like the second in a row. I don't understand. Yeah, okay, do I have any new dialogue with y'all?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Are you
Why
Lizzie,
wasting your
Elizabeth, Miss Buford?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
Forgot about Leo. What a stand-up guy. I miss him. I hope he's having a good day.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
He just does not look particularly happy to see you. Fuck. My authority is so shit. Yeah, okay, I could actually buff my authority to like 5 right now. Because I have the clothes for it. What am I wearing that... It'd be nice if you could sort your clothes by, like, stats. I guess, that wouldn't really work.
You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arches and calves, surprised at how well they fit. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
Yeah, I want the full set.
It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor. Figure out its vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities?
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design.
I don't think I want to get this. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it? Shooting yourself? Let's see. Actually, doesn't this come in, like, super handy during that one scene in the late game? I feel like it might. I have one point. Fuck it. Internalize.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
It'll come in handy. It'll come in handy.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Every fucking time. That's so, everybody loves this shit in this game. Everybody's trying to be the baby, you know? Or like the Borderlands guy, you know? Everybody loves that shit. I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for a shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Yeah, that actually sounds reasonable. I'll take that.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Don't worry. We'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Oh, God. 8%. Even at 5 authority, that's 8%. That's crazy. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And
he points at Lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks.
17%.
We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Again.
Good one, Titus.
I don't know about this. Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer. Right.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us.
Lieutenant
tries to establish
Why did I try to read that out
contact with you. While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Yeah, it's just talk.
Wise move. About fucking time.
All right, whatever. Establish authority. Cut!
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
First, you tell me who's been raped, and then you don't say who. That's bullshit. Stomp your feet. Having a fucking tantrum.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
You're not the law. I'm the law.
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop breaking things in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs! They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
This doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep in Far's territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Next time I won't piss myself. I fucking don't have a shirt on. I'm not going back to the $1 shirt. I'm sorry. It's funny, but I just want to have a regular ass shirt on that just gives me points into something. Yeah, that's fine. That works. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to do right now. Write down your badge. No. Find booze. No. 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 Ask around about the tats. Like, I've talked to everybody in the bar already. The water lock is back. That's a thing I can do now. Find all the long armor pieces. I figured, wait, didn't I already do the borscht thing? Was that during the hour of gameplay I lost last time because I hadn't been saving? That's probably the case. I definitely talked to him already.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you the mention. They're friends. He looks, shrugging. The man says a couple of sentences in that.
Oh.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea.
I did not mean to do that. I just skipped through by fuck. Whoops. Oh well, figured that out. Everybody in town's just gonna be drunk now. I guess I could go back to Everart, and I could go back to Wild Pines rep, and I'd go pick up my dice. Okay, I got a few things. I'm definitely starting to run low on things to do on this side of the river. Most of this day is probably going to be spent on the other side. There's also the drug issue that I could kind of poke my head into. Maybe I'll get my dice first. Maybe I'll get my dice. For open up the skill checks that I fucked up. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Saying Ghislaine. I don't like Ghislaine anymore. That has such a bad connotation now. Because of fucking Ghislaine Maxwell. Such a cool name before. And she ruined it. She ruined it. I don't ever want to ruin my name for everyone. I mean, Alex is a common enough name. I don't think I could. But, I might fuck up real bad. I would have to do a lot of damage to the Alex brand to offset Alexander the Great. Like, he was just crushing it in life so fucking hard that it's like, I would really have to fuck up. Do I have anything new to talk to her about?
Oh, it's you
Nah,
again.
just the die.
Are you looking for a die? Very good. That will be
$7. I don't have the money.
I don't do orders on credit.
Okay.
Come
Here, try a
back when you
Shivers.
have the food.
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more answers for you.
That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I'm gonna come back later. When I have money. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even have showed up. I really shouldn't have. Okay, I'm gonna go back and talk to the Wild Pines rep right now. That seems like a pertinent thing to do. I haven't even told her whether or not I will track down the drug smuggler situation. So I guess I'll commit to that. Because if I commit to that, then it's like I'm committed to one terrible thing for her and one terrible thing for Eberhard. I feel like that's fair. Everybody gets one. Glad I got to day 3. It was a little, this playthrough's been going pretty fucking slow, so didn't even know if that was gonna happen today. My first playthrough only took me through to day 4, so it can go up to like day 8 if you really, really fuck up. I wonder what happens if you just like sleep the whole time. You just don't do anything. I don't even know if that's possible. You can't sleep until 9 p.m. every night, and I don't think you can sit on the bench unless Kim is, like, sent away for the body. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. Reality.
More lessons in basic
Wait.
reality?
Do I have... let me put on as much conceptualization gear as I possibly can. And by that, I mean put on this. Do I have something taking it down right now? Wait. Oh, I had the wrong shirt on.
More lessons in basic
97.
reality?
Let's go.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
That's a good title drop. I mean, that's like a half title drop, but that's a good title drop. Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of endearment that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't think I have a whole clear picture of it.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside sideways? What shape is this world then? Why isn't there an option to become Flat Earth Cop?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG. Occident Revichol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big 3 scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
The pale? In what do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even
Stop calling me an incel.
isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here.
Conspiracy cop 100% could have been an archetype. Yeah, but I feel like that's almost the same niche as apocalypse cop. I guess it's kind of leaning a different way. I don't know.
But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
This is... The whole setting is not very, like, sci-fi. It's, like, just kind of alternate reality until you get to this shit, and then it's like, oh, what the fuck is going on? How does that even make sense? Fractured Chrono doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
I don't care about disco. I only care about the commune. Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding.
Some kind of disco Elysium.
However wasted.
The final cut.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yeah, so I don't need a lowdown.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not part of reality?
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know? Anything.
Okay, I'll talk to that. I'll talk to her about that whenever Kim goes to
Yeah, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Oh. Ask for Kim to step away while you discuss the pale.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Kim, can I talk to the man alone for a second?
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Now, what is the pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yeah, what is the pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Okay, what is the pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
We're surrounded by pale. How do you get from Isola to Isola?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
Apocalypse Cop isn't the same thing because Apocalypse Cop is right. A conspiracy is only a conspiracy up until it's proven correct. I mean, like, 90% of the things people say are conspiracies are just actual real-life things the CIA has done. that they're correct.
It is possible to force dimensions on the pale. In modern times, we can even
I say 90% of the things. That's probably not accurate.
From one end to the other,
I'm not endorsing any, like,
the path.
Alex Jones theories.
But it is still hard for humans to navigate the pale without getting lost. Or having our minds damaged.
The pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading. That it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
The CIA gets zany. Oh my fucking god.
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws
Nothing
of physics,
zanier than
but also the laws of psychology.
overthrowing
Maybe
countries
history
and making
even.
them into puppet states.
The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger?
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
Is it here?
No, detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world?
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse.
So it's like a event horizon, kind of?
Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Yeah, I did not get all this shit last time. Someone mentioned to me something about the Pale before I started playing a Final Cut, and I had no fucking clue what they were talking about. I did not remember any of this. What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
All this is so, like, hypothetical and, like, conceptual. It's so neat. I really am excited for the book about Disco's setting to get translated into English. I'm very interested in that. What is entreprenetic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it? The Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
This whole time she's explaining to me this, like, super insane, mind-blowing shit. I'm just shining a flashlight right into her fucking face. You see, the Pale is... What does entrepreneurs change then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment, or...?
What do you think, detective?
It's growing! Wait, it's shrinking. There's more and more of the world. I'm anti-apocalypse cop.
Oh no, detective. It's not. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Stay silent.
Most people, and indeed most
Centrist
private
just
and
once.
government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild Pale yonder.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Let's return to reality, please.
Yes. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this.
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. I am a powerful anti-communist force. Perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. You're right. It's disco.
Mm-hmm. You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
This investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by, I promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
That was fucking insane, Kim!
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Right, let's get to work, Lieutenant.
Good luck, detectives.
Oh, wait, I need to ask her about the, drug trafficking. I've made up a mind. I'll probe the drivers.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Okay. I did a pretty decent chunk of stuff today. The vast majority of the stuff from Monday is taken care of now. Most of the stuff that's left on Monday is not for a while. And some of this other stuff is, yeah, I still got a lot of shit to do. I'm gonna call it for a night. Gonna be back, tomorrow for more of this. More fat disco. Yeah, get wet and wild with my day 3. We can go to the other side of the bridge now, so that's definitely going to be what most of tomorrow's stream is. The vast majority of today's stream was literally talking to her. I spent an hour and a half of today talking to her. But yeah, peace out. There's not. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not. Yep. I'm gonna go take a Benadryl and pass out immediately. Have a good night.